Join me today as I make two beautiful cards using the Annie's CardMaker Kit of the Month Club. The first card will be from the directions. The next one will be a shaker card, so stay tuned. In preparation of making my first card, which is this beautiful Thank You For You card, I have gone ahead and pre-cut out my rectangle and the gold cardstock. Now I love this cardstock. It's beautiful, it's sturdy, and it really makes a statement on your cards. I did go ahead and grab my adhesive. I'm going to be using this double-sided adhesive tape as well as my Annie's CardMaker Kit of the Month. This is the free gift that you get when you sign up for the CardMaker Kit of the Month Club. Now I'm going to go ahead and fold my card in half manually, and as you can see, it really doesn't stay closed very well. I'm going to go ahead and use my bone folder, and then from the middle out, I'm going to press down on that seam, and it makes sure that that card does stay down nice and firm, especially when I'm working on it. Now I'm going to go ahead and adhere this rectangle onto the top of my card, nice and center, using this adhesive tape. I now am ready to adhere this gold cardstock onto the front. I am, like I said previously, making some adjustments to the instructions. I think it would look great to have two of these as strips with this Thankful For You in the middle. I am going to make an adjustment by cutting right on my lines that I'm creating here on the front of my cardstock. Now you need to put it on the front because if you flip it over, it won't have the right direction. So now I can see that I have that mark and that mark. I will line those up with my scissors, go ahead and snip, and I will be using the extra that I cut off for the next strip. Do you see how well that lines up there on the front of my card? Now I'm going to repeat the same by using this slanted line. I'm going to place there, and then all I have to do is make one more adjustment, cutting on those marking as a straight line. Now you can use a rotary cutter if you feel unsteady with scissors, but I feel very confident in my scissors today, so there you go. Now I'm going to go ahead and adhere those down, and then we'll move on to the next step. All I have to do is line up on those straight edges and do the same for this one. Now that I have both of those slanted gold pieces down, it's time for me to adhere the Thankful For You die cut right in the middle. And there you go. You have a 5-minute card, and oh, does that look delightful. Let's get our supplies ready for our next card. I'm about to put together this beautiful Enjoy card. It has 3 layers. It has a gold outside layer, an interior floral, and then it has this great ribbon that runs along the side. I was thinking about taking this Enjoy die cut, which we will be using, and actually adding a separate one along with some sequins and making this Enjoy into a little bitty shaker. So I'm going to go ahead and show you the rest of the supplies that you'll need for this one. I've got an X-Acto knife, but you can also use a pair of fine tip scissors. I also have a former part of an Annie CardMaker Kit Club. This is just a piece of acetate. This used to be for a floral bud vase, but I just wanted to make sure that this one was large enough to cover the opening, which is going to be where this pink part is. So what we'll first do is go ahead and get our sharp tip scissors, or you can use your X-Acto knife and just slice around the edge to make the die cut front for our shaker. Now all I have to do is remove that die cut interior and discard it, and now I have a surround for my shaker. I'm going to go ahead and take my acetate as well and cut around and make sure that it's no bigger than my die cut. So I'm going to go ahead and use my regular pair of scissors and make sure that acetate is the perfect size. Now that I've secured my window piece together with the outside die cut part and that piece of acetate, I can go ahead and prepare the rest of my card for the layering of the sequins. So I'm going to have to adhere both of these together and attach them to the front of my card. Now that I have those 3 items adhered down, I also adhered this die cut. Now on its own, this looks absolutely lovely, and I don't really need to add the shaker part, but why not? I did go ahead and grab these 1/8 double-sided foam strips that came in a previous Annie's kit, and I'm gonna go ahead and start placing them around the edge of this die cut. Now, if you come to a corner, you just want to angle that slightly. Try not to make sure that the top adhesive paper comes off. Again, we're just molding it around the inside of that, the outside of that die cut. And then when I get to a place where I run out of adhesive foam, I just trim it off and grab another one and start again. Start where you left off, adhesive side down, of course. Creating that corner with an angle, pressing it down as I go along, and I keep rotating until I finished the exterior of the card. Okay, now that I have everything down and pressed, I don't want to go ahead and take that adhesive paper off until I've filled the interior with a little bit of sequins. This kit comes with 2 different sizes, a little mini one, which I think are just adorable, and then a larger version as well. So just go ahead and sprinkle a couple of them in there. And don't worry, you'll be able to see the sentiment. Now is the time where I go ahead and take the paper off, making sure that it's in a really great adhered all the way around. And then I'm going to grab my frame that goes on the front of the card, go ahead and place it on top of that adhesive and press down. And now you have your very own shaker card that you made. I hope you enjoyed the making of our 2 beautiful cards, one with a little modification from the instructions and then another one as well. Don't you just think those are the perfect gift to send somebody with a little gift card or just a thoughtful thank you that you're thinking of them, and wouldn't that be a wonderful sentiment to send in the mail? Thank you so much for joining us here at Annie's, and if you are interested in joining the Annie's Card Maker Kit of the Month Club, go ahead and look down below in the description box. There'll be a link. Thank you so much. This is fun to play with. Have a nice day.